Hey, what's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's see. What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. We are a week away from Christmas, y'all. One more week. Have y'all finished y'all shopping? Have y'all even started your shopping? Because please believe I have not done anything. Mm. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. It's so good. I had to take me a good little sip. What's going on, Michelle? Let's get it. The tea that is. Yes. What's going on, Michelle? What's going on, Rob? What's going on, Roderick? Y'all go ahead and start commenting. Let me know that you are in the room. And if you are in the room, go ahead and share this stream out. Let your family and friends know that you are tuned in for Live with London episode 200. The drink is so good. Episode 213. Santa got a big bag. So go ahead and let your folks know you watching, and let's get things started and kicked off. Let's see where we at with this title and artist. Y'all know how we do things each and every week. Uh, I'm gonna recite some lyrics to a song. It's your job to jump into the comments with the title and the artist of the songs. Songs are always from like the late 90s to early 2000s, or at least pre-2010 is what I'm gonna say. 'Cause we about to be in a whole new decade at this point. So throwbacks and way back Wednesdays will include songs from the early 2000s and even like 2008, 9, and 10. But I hope y'all weekends went well, or your week even thus far has been well. This past weekend I did quite a few things. One of those things include I got my nostrils pierced, y'all. You like it? Do it look good? Does your boy look good? Does he look alright? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. But of course, this week is like flying by. Like I said, Christmas is a week away at this point. Everybody at my job, I'm back in the actual building. Everybody in the office is like checked out. Most of the people ain't even there. So it's gonna be the rest of this week will be a breeze in my opinion, quite frankly. So I hope the same for you and yours. Again, if you're just not joining, I'm London. Thanks for watching episode 213. Share this stream and let your folks know that you're watching. They need to be watching too. But let's go ahead and get into this title and artist. We're gonna kick things off. If you know the lyrics, drop into the comments with the title of the song and the artist who sings it. So here we go. Lay your head on my pillow. Here you can be yourself. No one has to know what you are feeling. No one but me and you. If you know the title of that song and the artist who sings it, drop it in the comments. And if not, I'll end up just revealing it by the end of the show, yo. So this past weekend, it was Diddy's 50th celebration. 50 years. Diddy, goals is what I'm going to say. But when you got money, there's no reason for you not to look like you're still young and vibrant and, early, younger than 50, I would say. So as you can see, Diddy's posted up with our man, Jigga Man Jay-Z. We got a lot to say about Jay-Z tonight, as a matter of fact. Quite a bit in this first little segment of the show. But Diddy's birthday, 50 years old. It was definitely a star-studded event. Some of my favorite looks from the evening are as follows. Let's give it up for Lala Vasquez, wife of Carmelo Anthony, and our man Snoop D-O double Jizz. I don't even know how you say it. Snoop D-O double G. Snoop D-O double G? Yeah, there we go. I think you say Jizzle. Snoop D-O double Jizzle. Snoop got some really long fingers. I thought my fingers was long. He got me beat. But I like the fur. I'm here for it. And I'm here for like this teal turquoise action that Lala got going. She was, I think the look for the evening was definitely high split. Because, baby, them splits was going up to them thighs, to them pelvic regions. And I appreciated it. I wasn't mad at all. Was not mad at all. Another look from the evening that I enjoyed. Of course, our girl MJB, Mary J. Blige, and of course, Janelle Monáe. Always classically in her black and white with the pop of red on that lipstick. We got the family, the couples. We got Kanye, I'm about to say Kanye-Z. Kanye and his wife, Kim Kardashian West. And of course, we got the other couple, married couple, Cardi B and Offset. Cardi B apparently gave Offset $500,000 for his birthday. I got a lot to say there, but I'm going to keep that for private producer phone call conversations. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep that moving. Unless y'all got questions and want to hear my opinion on that. I ain't even thinking to look into the comments. Y'all drop comments. Let me know y'all hear my bad. I'm just not even looking at the comments. What up, Mama Mash? What up, Rob? What up, Maticia? You are right, Rob. It is Diary by Alicia. You got that right. It is Diary. Rob's mama played the heck out of this song. It's a good song. Maticia says he's really tall. Snoop, that is. What up, Meg? I see you just joined the room. Did you see? We're going to get into these next couple slits. My favorite slits we're going to get into. But no, it was definitely Diary by Alicia Keys. But yeah, I'm not even gonna touch on the $500,000 thing. I'm gonna leave it alone. But then here we go. What Rob was just referring to, the splits on our girls Kelly and B. Now, I'm here for Kelly's look. Kelly said, "I'm here, and I'm me, and you gonna appreciate all of me and what I am." Hey, Mama Mash. And Beyonce took it all the way up to like the pelvic. Like she went all the way up there and slayed as usual. Just yeah, give it to us all. But what I want to, we're gonna get back to these two as well. But back to our man Jay-Z. Did y'all see this post right here? Hov looked like he forgot to ask who all gonna be there, because you know him and Kanye still ain't seeing eye to eye on things. And of course you got Pharrell in the photo as well as Diddy, birthday man. And then Jay-Z just like, I don't want to be here. Like, why am I here? Where's my security? Because I asked who's gonna be here, and Kanye here, and dang what I was told. So Jay-Z like he ready to go. So he's a mood forever for the rest of 2019. What up, Nolan? And then in addition to that, these people still ain't learned that the Carters do not play by these NDAs. Like you do not need to have your phone out. Just be present in the moment. Even the guy when I got my nose pierced, my nostrils pierced, was like, just be present with his experience. Don't record the actual piercing. I'm like, you right. You right. Even though I had my bestie, my ace down since 92, Monique was there with me and for moral support. But let's get into these Jay-Z and snatching his phone. Watch closely. It's gonna play numerous times because it's a quick clip, quick video. But watch how he snatched his phone. And this guy trying to record a video of him and B and Kelly and Sweetie. That's Sweetie in the red. Beyonce, of course, doing a hopping. She just feeling it. She done had a few drinks. And the Kelly right there. You see her. Did you see it? Did you catch it that time? I'm gonna zoom in. We're gonna zoom in. Producers let me zoom in. Watch. Yeet. Yeet. And I eat. One more time. Jay-Z said no. No. We are not doing that here. No more. What up, Aisha? So yeah, if you're gonna be at a Carter function or any function that the Carters are at, just be prepared not to be recording them. Like it's not gonna happen. Just be present in the moment. Just tell your stories, but just know you won't have footage of it, and be okay with that. Moving right along again. If y'all just now joining, I'm London. Thank you for joining Live London episode 213. Santa got a big bag. Stay tuned. Share this stream and let your people know you watching. They need to be watching too. So of course we didn't. A member of Destiny's Child who was not, of course, in this clip, or maybe not even at the party because I didn't see no photos of Michelle. But let's pay a little homage to Michelle Williams, the one third of the group Destiny's Child, who says that she knows that she was not the favorite member or one of the favorite members of the group. Now she was talking as if it's 4 or 5 members. There's only 3 of y'all. And clearly people stand for Beyonce and stand for Kelly. But that was sad that she said, I know that I wasn't the favorite in the group. But here's the thing. She also ended that statement by saying this. But I still get paid. She still got paid. That's what mattered. She said that she was aware. She was aware that she was not the favorite member of the group from the fans and from the world and from, society. However, she still got paid, so she didn't lose any sleep. She was just aware of it. So shout outs to Michelle, who's taking a year for mental health and self-care and trying to get back into the industry, not get back into the music industry, but y'all know what I mean, like being just a solo artist, right? Because she did the whole Masked Singer thing, which was dope. But shout out to Michelle for saying I still got paid. I know I wasn't the favorite, and it's cool. It's all good. I still got paid. Moving right along, speaking of music and groups and solo artists and all that jazz. What up, Candace? Mariah Carey just finally hit #1 for her single, All I Want for Christmas Is You. It hit Billboard's #1, the Hot 100, for the first time, which is shocking to me. For the first time since it, in 25 years, for the first time since it, released, she's been crowned the Billboard Hot 100 for the first time, after 25 years. So shout outs to MC, Emancipation, to Mimi, the Butterfly Queen for hitting that record and that accomplishment. She done made, I think, over $88 million in just royalties from that song. Y'all, from a song made 25 years ago, and it still slaps. It still slaps like she just put it out yesterday. It slaps every time, every year. It got to get paid. It sets the party off right. But moving along, speaking of things from the back in the day, I saw this today. I'm going to take a little sip because this is good. Have Have a sip too if you like. Whatever you have in your house, just don't change the channel. Reboots. So word just broke today that they are about to reboot the original CW series, which then was rebooted once before and revived to BET. The game, the show that we all knew and loved. So apparently a second revival of the series is in development at its original network at the CW from series creator Mara Brock Akil. So apparently this show will be now based in, I believe it was Baltimore. Like the premise of the show will be in Baltimore versus before it was in San Diego. Kelly, I think her real name is maybe Brittany Davis, but Kelly and Hosea Sanchez, I can't even remember your name on Tasha's son. I can't even remember his name on the show for some reason. Pooch. No, Pooch is Derwin. Dang, what was Tasha's son's name? Malik. Hosea Sanchez. They've already signed on to be series regulars and be stars of the show. So maybe the rest of the original cast can come back too. I don't know. But I don't know if we necessarily need the game to be rebooted again. Well, revived again, I should say. Reboot, I almost feel like it's going to be this completely new cast, but it's going to be some of the same cast members. But I don't know if we need it again. But maybe if it's coming back to the CW, they'll get it right. BET tried, but it just wasn't quite the same. It's going to be more of so when it was on the CW, it was more of a comedy. When it went to BET, it became more of a drama. So now that it's coming back to the CW, apparently it's going to be more of a dramedy. So it's going to be an hour long too versus just 30 minutes. The best episode of the game, I believe, was in season 1 or 2, maybe the end of season 1. Where Melanie found out Duran was cheating with Drew Sidor. And the elevator, and she walked around that corner and she said, I guess I'm the only one who didn't know. She gets on the elevator and to the left, Irreplaceable by Beyonce started playing. To the left, doors closed, and we was left with a cliffhanger like, what's gonna happen? Best episode, hands down. But nonetheless, I'm reading the comments, I hope she bring back Girlfriends too. That would be dope. I mean, I don't know if Tracee Ellis Ross would have time for it, but it would be cool if they had a reunion of that show as well. I absolutely agree. What up, Sarah Telemac? Okay, so moving on, we got a lot to discuss in this show this evening. And again, if you're just not joining, I'm London. Welcome to Live with London, episode 213. If you have not already, share this stream out with your family and friends so that you are tuned in and they need to be tuned in too, because Santa got a big bag. He got a big bag. All right, y'all. So I heard about this past weekend too. Matter of fact, on my way to the ugly Christmas sweater party. This young man, let me make sure I get his name right. This young man named Antoine, nope, that ain't it. Orlando, it's spelled A-R, Lando Henderson, 29 years old, stole 80, I blocked out his son's face because I just didn't think that's cool to kind of share like your son. I wouldn't do that. But the guy, the father, standing in front of his Benz, like a C-Class, but it's a Benz. He stole $88,000 from the bank that he was working at over the course of a year, which was Wells Fargo. And he took 20,000 of those dollars. Matter of fact, he took it, I think, 18 times over the course of a year, 18 different occasions. He took $88,000. And of course, I was trying to do the math on that. So roughly on average, he took between $4,000 and $5,000 each time, right? Wild. But he took 20,000 of those dollars to go and purchase his Benz. Now, here's my thing. This is where you mess up at. So apparently, I don't think you were some higher up at this bank. You were like a teller or something that had access to the vault. You go get you a Benz. You could have went and got a brand new Camry and just paid it off. He had to take out a loan, so he falsified documents at some bank in order to get financed for the remaining balance of this car that he went and got when he didn't really even need it. So what the messed up part is between July and August of 2019, this guy was making posts all on Facebook on his social media pages, which are still open, by the way. That's how I have his name and this picture. Saying what did he say? He says, I make it look easy, but it's a process, or it's a hard process or something. I'm like, yeah, I bet it is, trying to figure out how you can walk out your job with $4,000 to $5,000 every couple weeks, or once a month, 18 different times. So every other couple weeks is what you was doing it. I'm like, and then so he launched his own brand, and it said, what does brand say? Ain't with being broke. I ain't write it down. Ain't with being broke. Yeah, I'm sure you ain't, because you went stealing from your job. What in the Orlando? And so allegedly this guy also used to be in the army, so he had benefits, so he's gonna lose all of that. He's facing definitely up to a decade plus in prison. It's wild. So let's jump to the comments. Rob says no, they all said they would do it. Oh, referring to Girlfriends. Okay, cool. He says he was so stupid flashy, and that's where he messed up at. And Rob says CLA, LOL, that being since 32,000. Oh wow. He still got a brand new Camry, or even an Avalon or something, and paid it off completely. But it's just wild that you stole $88,000 and this is what you chose to do. And this is the same problem that I had with the guy who stole the money from financial aid at Howard last year. You go and get a Range Rover, you vacationing in the Maldives, you going to school in furs, and this is in the third, but you had a work study job. I'm sorry. I didn't have a work study job because I didn't have financial aid when I was at Florida State. I ain't have it. I had to pay out of pocket. So with that being the case, like you flexing in for what? You clearly your parents don't have it. You like I wouldn't have. Let me tell you something. I would have waited until I graduated college. I would have had that money set up in the bank somewhere, and I would have had me a house and a car after I had already graduated college. You just thought I got a job, got a good job somewhere. But that's just me. People do things differently. But if I was Charlamagne, this would definitely be the donkey of the week is Orlando Henderson, because you got a kid. You could have like been putting up a trust fund, college fund, whatever, not for your clothing brand. Ain't wit being broke when you around here stealing. And I saw this meme somebody had created named Terrence Bennett. I thought it was funny where it says Wells Fargo watching him clock out with their money. Like, now this actually was pretty funny. I found this hilarious myself, but you know, it is what it is. Moving right along. So, speaking of other news, I guess there's been a lot of hacking and jacking going on recently. Matter of fact, earlier today when I first got to the studio, I saw where these three teens stole his Prius in Duluth, and of course got chased down by the police, and they're going to jail, basically. But this happened also recently somewhere else. I believe it was in Fresno, California. Check it out.
This morning around 7:30, a female breached the perimeter fence of the Fresno Yosemite Airport. She entered a King Air 200 propeller-driven aircraft and was able to start one of the engines. The aircraft began to move and pivot and crashed into a building and a fence on airport property. Fresno officers arrived first and contacted a female who was seated inside the aircraft in the pilot's seat wearing the pilot's headset. The female is 17 years old and will not be identified at this time. The female's motives are still under investigation. However, there is no indication of a domestic terrorism-related motive.
My thing is this. How you 16, 17-year-olds like straight finna like jack a plane? Yo, that's wild. That is so wild. Now, I myself used to borrow the car, because I'm not going to say steal the car. I used to borrow the car when I was 14, 15 years old and go like joyride, because I always brought it back and brought it back in great condition, would put gas in it, might even go get it washed, you know, little things. It was the extra car. My mom no longer was driving anymore. I knew it was going to be mine, but I always brought it back in good condition. How you going to steal a whole plane? But shout outs to you. I remember there was this kid who stole like a bus when I was younger, like probably like freshman, sophomore in high school. And I was like, how did you know how to drive a bus? So one thing is, how did you know how to drive a plane, or fly a plane, or move even a plane on the tarmac? I'm curious to know these things. Like, do you Google it? Do you YouTube it? Do you read a book? I just need to know at 16, 17 how you knew to do that. And how did you even get access to this said plane? But shout out to you, girl, because maybe she was going to pick up Orlando Henderson out of jail, I don't know, and fly him away. Or maybe the girl who kidnapped herself, we ain't even gonna talk about that chick, but that's a whole other story. Soon we're getting abducted already as it is. But let's get into this right here.
She entered a King Air 200.
Oh wait, hold up. Sorry, my bad, y'all. So mother releases. Oh yeah. So a mother releases. So somebody has a Ring camera system or whatever. And she released the video of the hacker talking to her daughter through the security camera from her bedroom. So all of y'all who are planning to get these Ring systems, and some of my friends already have them, y'all be mindful of where you put them things in your house, because apparently they can be hacked. And this freaks me out. So take a look.
4 days after the camera went up, 8-year-old Alyssa heard something strange coming from her room.
Well, first what happened, I was in the hallway, I thought it was my sister, so I heard some music. It's like tiptoe to the window, so I come upstairs, and I hear some banging noise. I was like, who is that?
Playing back the Ring video recording, this is what her parents saw as Alyssa searched for the source of the noise.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus.
Mommy!
I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
I watched the video, and I mean, like, my heart just, like, you know, I'm like, I didn't even get to the end where she's screaming like mommy. before, like, I ran inside.
Ashley's husband was home at the time watching the girls as she ran a quick errand. The mysterious voice.
Y'all, the music alone had me like shook. It sounded like something legit straight out of like a horror film or like a thriller. Like yeah, I never watched it. Neither one of the ones that came out from the last 2 years or 3 years. But this is something that feels like that's what it came off of. Like, that would have freaked me out. So shout out to that little girl for being scared, because I would have been scared as an adult if I heard it. The music was so creepy. It was like Tiny Tim's Tulips tipping through the tulips. That just sounded like something was outside your window. I was like, girl, don't walk towards the window. That's all I was saying. They're going to snatch you through the window. Don't walk towards the window. That was freaky. Like, real creepy and freaky and crazy. And y'all, again, be mindful of where y'all are placing those cameras, those Ring cameras, because apparently they can get hacked. Like, even with my laptops, I got something over them. You can just put like a piece of tape, clear Scotch tape over them things, because you don't know who having access to you and what you got going on. What's up, Dana? I see you joined the convo too. So again, if y'all just now joining again, I am looking into this spiel with London right now. It's up next. It's a good one too. But go ahead and share this stream out with your family and friends and let them know that you are tuned in for Live London episode 213, What You Want for Christmas. And, 213, Santa got a big bag. And they need to be tuned in too, because we're going to get into this good old spiel real quick. Well, it might take a while because it's a long letter. Or long enough, I should say. So share this stream, let your folks know that you're watching. And yeah. So if you ever need some advice or want to share a secret and spill a little tea with your boy London, we ain't got no tea and biscuits, but we got some Crown App and Cran tonight. Shoot me email at spillwithlondon@gmail.com. And if you don't want to remain anonymous, that's completely fine. I'm not doing research and Googling email addresses. I don't do that. You can change your name. I can change it, whatever you want to do. But send me an email at spillwithlondon@gmail.com. All right, y'all, let's get it going. Let's go right now. Here we go. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me pull it up. All right, so it says, hi, London. My name is Haley. I'm 25 and now living in Virginia Beach. Moved here 2 years ago after graduating from OSU. I'm assuming that means Oklahoma State University, Ohio State University, maybe go Buckeyes, I think. Anyways, with my communications degree. I work for a major nonprofit here that is stretching me professionally and has kept me busy for the first year and a half. This summer, in the spirit of hot girl summer, I decided to give more time and effort to my personal life. So I created a profile on BLK, in all caps, BLK. Are there anybody on here can educate us on what BLK is? What up, Latage? What up, Keith? What up, Corey? In the spirit of hot girl summer, I decided to give more time and effort to my personal life, so I created a profile on BLK. I had a few message exchanges over the app before agreeing to a date with an attractive guy. He's 31, 6'1", athletic build, but not cut up. He's got grown man weight on him. We went out on a first date, and he checked all the boxes. Treated me how I wanted to be treated. Great conversation that felt natural. He was the perfect gent. Told y'all, I got to scroll up. It's been about 6 months, numerous dates. I'd say we see each other about 3 times a week, whether for lunch, dinner, breakfast, in bed, if you catch my drift. Checks the boxes there too. Wink, wink. Okay, Haley girl. But recently we were out and I checked in on Facebook and tagged him. And when he saw the notification on his phone, he demanded that I untag him and never tag him in any post again. This caught me off guard, but I just deleted the post altogether. Initially, I wasn't bothered, but the more I thought on it, I've been bothered and wondering if this is a red flag. Ooh, child, these red flags, child. Let me pick up a drink. He's a dean at a local area high school, so not like a government official or a person with a high profile. But he said he'd prefer if we keep what we have going on private and offline. I've stayed over at his place quite a bit over the last 2 months, so I figure it can't be that I'm a side chick. Should I let it go or readdress this with him and express how I feel? Is it that he's just super private, or does he want to keep me a secret? Haley. All right, Live with London viewers, come on, let's hear what y'all got. Viewers, do y'all think that she, one, needs to readdress this with him and address how she feels? And two, do y'all think that the guy's just super private, or does he want to keep our girl Haley a secret? Ooh, Haley, I'm gonna take another drink on this one. I see the comments are already beginning to pour in from our faithful follower, Rob. He says, baby, you not the only one. So come on, viewers, let's hear what y'all got. I got some comments. I'm gonna let y'all chime in. And again, if you have not already shared this stream out, share this stream out. Let your family and friends know that you are tuned in for Live London episode 213. Santa got a big bag, and they should be tuned in too. Now, before I give my advice, I'm going to look again at these comments. Rob says, you're an option. I discuss it and want to know what's going on, Willis. Yeah, so Haley, girl, you said a few things in this letter, and I should have highlighted while I was reading, but that's on me. One, where was it at? You said, here we go. First off, he demanded that you delete the post. What was that conversation like afterwards? Did y'all still like hang out wherever y'all was at, or like enjoy dinner or food or movies or mall shop? I don't know what y'all was doing. Amusement parks, ice skating. I ain't sure. I know me though, my whole mood would have been off the rest of the evening, like, or afternoon, whatever it was, time of day it was. My whole mood would have been off from that point. But shout outs to you for trying to, I guess, be submissive or agreeable. But then another part that had me a little shook was just the fact that he, like I said, the fact that he demanded as if like I'm thinking like, oh, maybe he's like, you know, again, works for the government. You said Virginia Beach, that ain't too far from DC, I imagine. It's in Virginia. Maybe he worked for the government and can't be like on social media. But then but see, here's the thing that caught me though. Because of the fact you said you tagged him, clearly he has a social media, one. Two, he knows he got social media because you tagged him, so y'all must be friends on there now. I guess y'all connected on there. So you can see what he does. Like, I don't get why he would act like you can't. Corey says, sound like he is DL to me. Dana says a dating. Oh, so BLK is a dating app. Thank you, Dana. But then even to the extent of, I would say from recent experiences, just because you've been to somebody's house doesn't mean much as far as that you may be the only one. I think that's what you're trying to say, that you feel like you can't be a side chick because you've been in his house a few times. Let me tell you something. Cheetahs gonna cheat, and they getting pretty creative. You gotta be quicker and faster. You gotta be smarter and leaner than these cheetahs out here. Cause whoever they're with, that partner, that mate, that wife, girlfriend, husband, boyfriend, because I co-sign with Corey with some things, they might just work a night shift. Or they, like, he knows his schedules. Maybe they were out of town. You just don't know. Maybe they don't even live in the same city. Maybe it's a long distance type situation. I don't know. And that if with you tagging him online, his partner, his mate, his whoever would see it. Because I know that's how it works. People see it as long as you tagged in it. So I definitely think you should readdress it. Oh, this is the part that kind of had me caught off guard. Where you said he'd prefer if we keep what we have going on private and offline. Haley, what exactly do y'all have? That, because you didn't say if we keep our relationship private and offline. You said what we have. I done been down that road before, girl. It ain't worth it, Haley. Hot girl summer, you need to just let them go. If you put all your eggs into this one guy, this past summer for these last 6 months, you might want to start putting your eggs in other baskets and doing your feelings. Because for him to say what we have going on, well, what exactly do y'all have going on? That's the conversation you need to have. What is it that he views that y'all have going on? What is it? Are y'all on the same page? You know, you might sound like y'all dating exclusively, or maybe perhaps even in a relationship. And I don't think he really thinks that. So you might want to have that conversation exactly like y'all need to define what y'all are to each other. Because what we have going on, private and offline, what? I don't know. And I get it. What you said, 25, 24? How old you said you was, girl? 25. So I'm sure your friends, your homies, posting their pictures of their significant others, and you want to do them same things too. So yeah, I think you definitely should address it, but you should need to clear the air and get some clarity, gain some clarity on exactly what y'all are to each other beyond what we have going on. Whether y'all are exclusively dating, whether y'all are actually in a relationship, you're mine, I'm yours, or what. What up, Janelle? Rob says that would have been the end of the date. Plus, you demanded in caps. Nah, you gotta go. No, you gotta explain. Dana says he want to keep her a secret because he definitely got something else going on. Rob says it's a situationship. Corey says maybe he embarrassed by her or her looks, and that's why he want to keep it private. Corey, you so stupid. But you know, it's funny. I was with somebody a year or two ago, and we'd be out all the time, and they always would want to take photos. Like, not always want to take photos, but they would always like take photos of us and put on their Snap. And we followed each other on Snap, but they never tagged me, added me, or even posted the photos or the videos. And I thought that was weird. And they were like, and what they said was, they was like, well, I'll post you when we in a relationship. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, why even take the photos in? Like, especially when you've taken them and taking them through the Snapchat app. You ain't even using filters. I thought it was just so weird. And now I feel like this person has all these photos is probably popping up in their memories and stuff. Or I don't know. I just think it was weird. And I would just rather you not take photos if you're not going to like, I don't know. It was just weird. It was so weird. Tasia said she should have asked permission to tag him. I can get with that. But I feel like, though, a lot of people don't ask. I feel like people don't ask nowadays, can they tag you in something? I think maybe once they're friends with you, they kind of just feel like I'm allowed to. But that's real. That's boundaries. I like that, Tasia. That's boundaries. She should have asked permission to tag him. Or even, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one. So, Haley girl, if you're watching, I definitely feel like there needs to be a conversation, and so do the other viewers as well. But with the conversation, I think you definitely have it defined exactly what y'all are moving forward, so that you can either move on and have a Tina Snow winter, or stay there and try to figure it out with your man 6131 Dean at the school. We can call him Dean. So again, if you ever Dana, we're gonna have a whole nother time in January. We got a whole nother topic coming up for that people will make time to cheat. Period, because that's so they go out of their way. I don't understand it. I don't understand. We're going to get into that, though. What up, Ash? Let's see you done joined the conversation. But let's go ahead and move on out of the spiel with London. Thank y'all for watching and joining that. Let's get Haley. I hope that piece of advice helps you. Thank you for your detailed email. I appreciate you gave me enough information. But as I've been saying, we've been doing for the last few episodes some Twitter decade videos that I just find funny. So we're going to go ahead and share a couple of these outright now. This is one that I still cackle at. Check it out.
Do the same. When a young African American walks in a Cheesecake Factory with a Make America Great Again hat, he shouldn't be verbally accosted. You should maybe inquire as to why he's wearing it if you want to hear his point of view, but he should by no means feel that he's not welcome in a restaurant.
Okay.
This is the problem that we have as Americans, and we can all do better.
Mark, I know you want to respond to that. What do you want to say?
Nah, I was wondering what dude was in the Cheesecake Factory, but I think for me, you know, most you know, that has y'all tripping, man.
Yeah, no,
focus. The point is.
So y'all, that always takes me out. Like, it takes me out every time. Now, personally, I like the Cheesecake Factory. I was there a few months ago. Like, that strawberry lemonade ain't no joke. And of course, the cheesecake's good as well. And I love the chicken samosas. I think I might need a run back by to the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I know you know who I'm talking to. You know I'm talking to you. I think we're going to hit the Cheesecake Factory. I want some chicken samosas. Real quick, jump into the comments. Rob says, you got to be smart and add the feature where when you're tagged, it has to be approved before it's posted. I like that. I know about that feature. Dana says, exactly. That's how I got mine set up as well. And it don't appear on my time unless I approve it. That's real. That's smart. Yeah, that's actually smart. To everybody watching, y'all should do that if you like want to be private with your things. Anyways, I just found that CNN episode hilarious. It was just like on the phone with your cousin type situation. You know what I mean? Nonetheless, this is the second one that I love to death because it just puts me in such a good spirit, and it's the cackle and the laugh. Y'all check it out. Or not even the laugh, just the energy. The energy period in this video. Watch it. Y'all remember this?
Back it up, then stop. Come on and drop it. I want you to drop it like it's hot. Yeah.
I want this mood every day.
Back it up, then stop. Come on and drop it. I want you to drop it like it's hot.
Like, every day I want this mood right here. And that's how I'm walking into 2020. I'm going to get through the rest of these holidays, and this time I'm walking through 2020. And speaking of the holidays, I got a real treat for y'all right now. I am personally not a fan. Ooh, yes, especially happy hour at Cheesecake. Look, I'm off all next week. I'm off for the next 2 weeks, Core. So you let me know what's good. We can go happy hour, whatever time that may be. But I'm not one for wrapping gifts. Again, number one, I don't buy gifts. We're going to get back into that again in a minute. But if you have to wrap gifts, here's the video for you. And again, share this stream. Let your folks know that you're watching this and you be watching this one too. Here you go, right here. Look at this. Watch this. I am fascinated still. This is crazy. This is like, wow. Oh, this is a good one too. It just classes it up, right? It just adds a little flair. And just slap a bone now. Ain't that something? Oh, watch this one. Who comes up with this stuff? I just don't even understand, like, how do you be that creative? Like, this is wild to me, like, so fascinating. So if you got us rap gifts, make sure you come back and reference this video. I'll do my best to try to post on the page. I always forget to post stuff back on the page, y'all. But it's just a super creative video. I thought, like, this is really beneficial. I'm gonna have to use, especially when you like don't have enough wrapping paper. That first one, that was cool. Like, just turn it diagonally and like fold it up. Genius. But speaking of gift giving and things as such, I saw this guy. I remember last episode, in episode 212, we were talking about giving gifts, and I was saying that I don't give gifts. I just, there's something I don't do. I don't buy people I'm dating gifts. I really don't buy like friends and family gifts. I like buy my godchildren gifts, and that's about it. And I sometimes falter in that. I'm just gonna be honest. But I saw this post, and I was like, oh, nope. See, that's why I don't play that. This post says, for my friend's birthday, we went out to dinner. I paid the tab, which was over $100 for 2 people. Shit, I ain't gonna say nigga. I spent $100 on myself. And I also bought her a gift. No big deal. Except my birthday was yesterday, and she couldn't even text me happy birthday. Those are the type of friends I'm leaving in 2019. Girl, that is so sad. And I say that, and I'm sure we've all experienced this. I've more so experienced this with people I used to date. I never really experienced this with my friends, like legit, even to with my friends in high school, those who I call like my legit friends, legit. Even if we at this point, some of us only talk maybe 3 times a year. And I mean, and that's through text. It's really not even over the phone. We maybe see each other once every 2, maybe longer years, see each other in person. But we always text each other happy birthday, regardless of how often we talk throughout the years. You always get a birthday text. You might even get a phone call. I personally like doing video messages now, sending to people, say something they can keep forever. But these type of people, we're leaving into not just friends, but we're leaving them in 2019, period. Anybody who you might have had a connection with, had an exchange with, who you might, we're not doing it in 2020. What up, Rod? Michelle says, I'm not that patient. Rob says, she is so me. Let's keep that same energy. It's just a courtesy. Our friendship would be over. Yeah, our friendship would be over. Like, I don't play the game. And even here's this thing even too. I will even go as far as giving you a few days grace period to reach out and say, I am so sorry I missed your birthday. Like, I know stuff happens. Families, kids, schedules, whatever. It might not be at the top of your mind, but it hits you that, oh my God, I forgot something. I missed such birthday. Hit me up. I prefer that you call me versus send me a text days later. But I give you a grace period of 3 to 4 days. After that, it's not that I'm writing you off, but I'm just like, okay, I see you. I see how important I am to you in your life. I grew up not celebrating birthdays, but at the same time, my ATL family showed out for me for my birthday this past year. Showed out to where they surprised me, all kind of stuff. And so I'm like, they've now set the bars. They set it. And so I'm just like, if you've been my friend and we've been rocking and you can't kind of keep that momentum up, that level, that energy, then yeah, you're getting left behind. And that's just what it is. But this is again why I don't really buy gifts for people. Like, unless I know we rock. Like, that's just what it is. And again, I'm not waiting just for your birthday. I feel like I can buy you a gift at any time of the year if I see something that reminds me of you. I'm laughing. So for those of you who do not follow me on Instagram, y'all missed my story. And I considered playing it tonight because I did screen record it. But I'm going to give y'all some updates on this seasoned Santa that I have met and come across because Ranisha is here for the stuff. Rob says, I say that because as friends, we do this for each other. And if it's not something tragic, we do hold grudges. I hate a selfish person like this. Rob says, still waiting for all the deeds, period. I'm still on Santa. Rob says, how my dad called me the day after my B-Day and he had to wait 364 days to get it right and didn't hear from me until my next B-Day. I cannot with you, Rob. Shout out to that. Hey, sometimes you got to hold them to the mat. All right, so moving along. I'm going to skip No, I am gonna play this one. Do we got time? Yeah, we got some time. I'm wrapping it up.
Willow hit me
Let's play
hard.
this video real quick.
And we on the Whip My Hair tour. And like, she's 9 years old with a top 10 single. And before that, only Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder had done it at that age. She's in Dublin. She's on the Justin Bieber tour. She comes off stage. I'm like, yeah, baby, that was great. And she was like, oh, daddy, I'm ready to go home. And I was like, well, no, baby, you can't go home. You got to finish the tour. She was like, yeah, daddy, I'm finished. And I said, well, you can't be finished, babe. You know, you promised Mr. Jay-Z that, you know, you were going to do the 30 days. And she was like, no, daddy, you promised Mr. Jay-Z. She went to her room that night. I went to my room. She comes down that morning. She shaved her head bald in the middle of her Whip My Hair tour.
My song doesn't work so good.
I bet you get this shit now.
I'm willing to get rid of my hair to end this shit.
Yo, and I was like,
I'm laying in
wow.
front of the tank.
She taught me such a valuable lesson. And I was like, baby, I got it. Yep. We can go home.
So I played that video because I think it's so important. I was been having conversations over the last week and a half. I'm so laughing at you, Ranisha, right now. I might have to just call you separately, baby. But anyways, just to the topic of like, you can't control people, right? Whether it's grown-ups or kids. And so particularly when it comes down to like dating and relationships, you cannot control people. People are going to do what they want to do. Just like Dana mentioned earlier in the comments, people will make the time to cheat. If that's what cheaters will cheat. That's what they want to do. And so I was having a conversation about like, you know, even when it comes down to when I do have my kids and children, you know, I've been in youth development for like decade plus, grew up in youth development programs, all of that. And I always said that I will never want to control my kids. Now, I do not mean that to say I will not discipline them. I do not mean that to say that I will not try my best to guide them along the path that I think may be best for them and to be amazing people and contributors to the universe, right? But I mean this is I want them to be able to make their own decisions where I will not place my own fears and insecurities and desires on them. I'm gonna let them make decisions for themselves. And so I think this was an excellent example with the video of Will Smith talking about Willow when she shaved off her hair. Like, you're not gonna make me do something I don't want to do. I'm done. I'm not doing it. And so I think about that when it comes down to relationships too. We can't control people. And so I saw this text or message and thought about it. And I was like, you know, we have to learn to let things go. And so where it says they won't find someone better than you, they will find someone better for them than you, and so will you. P.S. And that's okay. So I think it's an opportunity to like release control and realize like, you know, if somebody wants to go, let them go. I had a 2.5 hour long conversation with another friend of mine about something similar to this. And it's just like, you have to let people go. If they want to leave, let them leave. I don't care if y'all been together 10 years, 15 years, 10 months, 10 weeks, 10 days, one hour. If they don't want to be with you, bye. I'm not going to be devastated by it because I firmly believe with every fiber of my being, I know, my hand will never be freed of something without my hand being filled with something far better. And that's exactly what this right here says. It sums it up. They won't find someone better than you. They will find someone better for them than you, and so will you. And that's okay. So shout out to anybody who needed that message. It was on my heart, so I wanted to share that out. But then at the same time, I saw this text message that Solange shared, because I'm real big on, again, speaking life into my family and friends. And I saw this, and it can speak to you in numerous different ways. But it says, somebody sent Solange Knowles, Beyonce's younger sister, this. You have to do what you need to do for you. I wish I could tell you what to do. I also know that when you show up, you get through things, even when you're afraid you won't. And I thought this was extremely heartfelt for a friend to send to another friend of their own, like, you know, somebody like Solange. So I sent it to a couple people that I know who are like facing different challenges and don't quite know what to do. I can't tell them what to do because, again, I cannot control people. None of us can control people or persons regardless of age, right? So you send them uplifting things like this. However, when it comes down to relationships like Haley and my friends and anybody else who write in for like Spill with London, this is the one piece of advice I'm gonna give you, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm saying what I'm saying. If someone wants to treat you like a toy, be Annabelle. If you don't take nothing else, no other advice from me, be Annabelle and give them hell. Still let them go, but give them hell. If they want to waste your time, waste their dollar. That's my motto from here on out. All through 2020. If they want to waste your time, waste their dollar and make it count. And that's just it. Because I'm real big on, you don't have to lie to me to kick it or any of those type of things, right? Because 9 times 10 I already figured you out. And that's just what it is, right? So what up, Jenny? I see you joined too. So as I'm wrapping up, I'm going to get into a brief description of this seasoned Santa that I met from a girl, Rod. But I saw this. You know, I think I'm gonna save this. I think I'm gonna save the seasoned Santa. I'm gonna save seasoned Santa Rod for next week. We can have an offline conversation. I'm gonna make the people wait for my update on seasoned Santa because me and seasoned Santa got another date tomorrow. So I'm just saying, we got another link up. But like I said, I don't like people lying to me. So I saw this video of my girl Kelly, who we started the show off with, and yeah, I'm just gonna play it real quick.
I'm definitely the person where I'm like, I'm nice until you try me. It can be like you never existed. I'm definitely that person. If you cross me good enough, you never existed. And I just believe that I do people good. I mean people good. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody be great. And that's genuine with every fiber of my being. So when you don't want that for me, holla. It's like you never existed.
And that's just that on that period. I treat people good. I want the best for everybody. I want us all to win because there's enough room for everybody to win who wants to win. But if you don't want what's good for me, then you got to move. You know, if you ain't trying to do right by me or do well by me, you got to move. And like she said, you don't even exist anymore. I believe a quote of all time is simply this, and I mentioned it to a couple friends this past weekend from my girl Kai. Even though she be having her antics, she said in the song, "Smile at them, nod at them, keep riding. Smile at them, nod at them, keep riding." And I had to do that to somebody this past weekend, and it felt so delightful. It was so good. I felt it in my spirit like, yes, that was nice. They stumbled over their feet trying to get to me and talk to me. And I just smiled, nod at them, and kept riding. Well, walking. I was in the club, but I kept walking. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Like, y'all, we can't let people try us. We have to just realize, like, you know, that's what you want to do, but I'm not about that. And I'm good, but you just don't even exist to me. You look past them. You don't see them. And that's just that on that. Y'all, we are, again, a week away from Christmas. I hope y'all get everything that y'all want to get done for people and you get it bought and shipped and shopped or whatever y'all need to do because I know I ain't even buy no gifts for my god kids yet. I'm tripping. I really am tripping, but I'm going to do better maybe in 2020, y'all. But yeah, Rob, we can have an offline conversation, girl. But next week, I will certainly dedicate the show, most of the show, half of the show, to giving y'all an update on seasoned Santa, and there's a reason why I call them seasoned Santa. Other than that, y'all, if you still trying to tell people what you want for Christmas, take a look at this clip from Jerry Springer show back in the day. Rod says that Kelly spoke to my whole being. I know that's right. Me too, girl. But take a look at this clip. Hey, Ruth, him and Sarah, how are you? Love you too. Take a look at this clip from a Jerry Springer episode, a Christmas episode. Y'all, thank you for rocking with me again. Episode 213. Santa got a big bag. Because he do. Seasoned Santa got a big bag. And y'all have an amazing week, and I'll talk to y'all. I will have a Christmas show. I will be going live on Christmas. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to swing that. I got a couple parties to go to. We might have to do an early episode show for Christmas, actually, now that I think about it. So we might be bumping it up to 7:45 maybe, or something along them lines. So I'll figure it out. I got to work it out. But y'all will get posts. I'll send out notifications early enough. Y'all be easy. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there in them streets. Live a little, love a lot, laugh hard, and don't stop. Get it. What up, Kyrie? I sure just said I got an invitation to go to a party next week. Thanks, sir. I appreciate it. I'll let you later. All right, y'all. Be easy.
I want a lot of stuff. So if you think you got enough, get ready. Cause my Christmas list goes a little something like this.
Count down, baby.
I want $1,200, 11 pair of shoes, 10 fingernails, 9 packs of weave, 8 nails, strip of 7 bucks, pack of 6 diamond rings, 5 months free rent, 4 bagels, 3 pocketbooks, 2 earrings, and a man with a lot of money.
Come on. Yeah. Sing it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. One time, 6 and 9 boys.